Hey everyone, it's Steak Ambassador Max Bless Holloway here, and I am pumped to give you the blessed breakdown for UFC 328. UFC 328 is shaping up to be an absolute war. We've got Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira for the UFC Flyweight Championship, and Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland for the Middleweight Championship. This is bound to be a tense event. I can't wait. Remember, Steak has the best odds, exclusive offers, and all the excitement you need. If you want to play on Stake, use my code BLESS328 for a special bonus. Now let's get into it. Let's get to it. Give him a plus 250 odd against Jared Gordon. Oh, Roman all the way down in early prelims. Damn. Who's his last fight? Damn. Rough. Oh, Clayton Carpenter. I know this is Chimaev boy. Oh, look at this. Hey, look at his odds. This is Chimaev's team right there. Look at these odds, bro. Damn. Crazy. That's crazy. Jim Miller, fun fight. Not too familiar with any of these guys. Let's get to the main card, guys. Bobby King Green versus Jeremy Stephens. My man Jeremy Stephens is coming back, making a long awaited return to the octagon. Dude's a beast, bro. That's crazy that he a plus 260 he's plus 260 dog, bro. This fight, I don't see any of this man shooting, either of them. I see them throwing leather, and I think it's gonna be a fun fight. You guys want to be a little bit antsy, I mean, take what I say with a grain of salt, because you know my record on these picks. I've been getting absolutely cooked on these picks, bro. So that being said, let's just say I'm rolling a little bit towards, I'm leaning towards Jeremy. Love Bobby Green, love his style. This fight could be a fight of night, and somebody's getting a performance. Someone's gonna get knocked out here. I'm leaning a little bit towards Jeremy, just a little bit more, and these odds is this is kind of great odds to get Jeremy at against Bobby. I think this fight will be fun. I think it's going to be a stand-up war, and I think Jeremy might get his hand raised. He might also get a performance of the night. We see. Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. This is just going to calm down. We're going to find out how this fight is going to go after like 3 minutes into the first round. Is Sean going to be able to take down Buckley, or is Buckley going to be able to use his defense and strike and outstrike Sean? I think striking, you need to go Buckley 100%. Sean's striking is not crazy, is not terrible, it's not bad, but you know, if I had to go towards someone, I'll go Buckley. And of course, grappling, you got to go with Sean Brady. Sean Brady's a beast on the ground. He's very dangerous, very creative when he's on top or even off his back. This should be a crazy fight too. Like I said, I think we'll find out the way this fight goes after the first 3 minutes. I think the key, the path to victory for Sean Brady was just go in there, try to mix up with Buckley, but don't put yourself in too much danger, and in close distance, drag him to the ground, get him to the ground. But even get him to the ground, I believe Buckley is not. He's not an easy guy to hold down. Guy is squirmy, really good hips. He can get back up to his feet. Buckley's one is, keep distance, use his spinning stuff, use long strikes. I can see the key to victory for both of them is just who's gonna use their game plan and stick to the game plan. We saw Sean Brady, his last fight, he's having a hard time with taking down Morales, but Buckley ain't Morales, and that guy. I don't even know how Morales make the weight, bro, for this weight cut for 170. Dude look huge in his fight against Brady. So I think safe bet, safe odds here. I'd lean a little bit towards Sean because I'm not saying Sean Brady has Kamaru Usman's wrestling, but there is a path to victory, and we saw it. I think Sean goes in there, he uses jiu-jitsu, take him down, and then he kind of like Damian Maia backpacks Buckley, but we'll see what happens. My vote on this one, I'm going Sean. Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Acosta. Bro, Waldo is a beast, bro. Waldo is a beast, bro. Did he just... On the last card, he fought, right? He was on the same card. It's not... Let me look. He was fought Derek Lewis, huh? Yup. Knocked him out. And on the last card, I watched this. I mean, on top of the... I watched this fight. This is the first Paramount card fight. We were just at the same... It's at the same press conference when we was announcing our fight too. This is crazy, bro. Alexander's a killer, bro. He's very good everywhere. Great mixed martial artist. Loves to stay long. Hits hard. Bro, this is heavyweights, bro. When you're in heavyweights, everybody hits hard. You gotta be smart. You gotta take it. This is two big boys too. They're at the top end of the class. Look at his reach. Not too bad. 2 inches. Not too bad. But the height difference is crazy. I'm going Acosta, bro. I think right now he's finding his rhythm. He's getting it going. I think he goes in there, get a knockout, bro. He might get a performance too, you know. I like Alexander. He's a beast. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, bro. He's an animal, but for some reason, something telling me Acosta, you know. I wonder what the over under is. Oh, and he's a dog. I'll go Acosta, dog. 100%. I wonder what the over under is. I don't think this fight goes over 2.5, but it's guaranteed like 1.5. If it's 1.5, go take the over. If it's 1.5, take the over. But I got Costa. I got Acosta by knockout, bro. He's a dog. Hey, bro. Alexander's a beast, bro. But I just feel like Costa is gonna get in there, get in his face, and land something, dog. These heavyweights, they don't play around. He got something to prove. He also got something to prove, but I'm rolling with Acosta, guys. I am rolling with Acosta. The co-main event of the evening. We got Joshua Van versus Taira. Tatsuro Taira. An absolute animal, bro. Absolute animal. Josh Van, absolute animal. The man that I think so that might beat the most strike or come close. Most strikes landed. Record, I believe, would be Josh Van. He's moving. He's putting out some numbers right now, and he's so young. I think so. He put that record in jeopardy for sure. Going off his last fight, he did what he did, bro. You know, I see a lot of people getting crazy and telling him all this and that. MMA, shit happens, bro. He pushed the guy over. He landed on his arm. His arm broke. What is supposed to happen? What do you want him to do? What way do you want him to react? He has the belt now. You know, accept it. Move on. Patos is gonna be back. He's only gonna work his way back and get it. But that being said, Joshua Van got quite a fight in front of him with Taira, bro. Taira is an absolute beast. I feel like Taira can strike with him on the ground. We didn't see too much of Joshua Van's jiu-jitsu. Great takedown defense, but we didn't get to see his jiu-jitsu. I think Taira will test that theory come this fight. And you guys know I love Japan. We go there every opportunity we get to go. And for this pick, I'm going with Taira, bro. I think Taira can't compete with Joshua Van on the feet. Taira needs to get Joshua Van down. Joshua Van has great takedown defense. But I would want to see what the jiu-jitsu. I think Taira is going to test his jiu-jitsu against Joshua Van. And I think this fight is going to be super fun. I think so we're going to see a lot of scrambles, a lot of exchanges, maybe a decision. You know, I think so. This fight goes all the way. And I'm leaning a little bit more to Taira. Just because, you know, I love Japan, I love Japanese, and no disrespect to Joshua Van. Dude's a killer, an absolute killer. I just think got the tools to get it done. I think it's going to be a fun fight. Maybe fight at night, you know. We see what happens. Joshua Van comes to fight all the time, you know. So does Taira, and I think the fans are in for a treat on this one. I think this is a potential fight at night. Gonna be a huge one, and I think at the end of the day we hear a Anu. And the main event of the evening, Khamzat versus Sean Strickland, guys. This fight is crazy, bro. A lot of people, bro, look at these odds, bro. This odds is crazy. A lot of people are counting Sean Strickland out, which is absolutely insane, though. The guy fights so weird. His fighting style is so weird. I can see him. I can see why. I know why everybody's going Khamzat. And you know, just before I get into it, I'm going with Khamzat. I'm leaning towards Khamzat too. But I don't think enough people are giving the respect to Sean Strickland, man. The dude is like, bro, he does like the Philly shell. He fights weird, takes on weird. He's willing to exchange. Again, these two guys train together. Sean, the way Sean talking, he's talking like he knows something in there. I don't know what he knows, if it's gonna be enough in there, if it's gonna help. But it sounds like he knows something. But with that being said, Sean is he's a weird style to get ready for. You can't find bodies to mimic that style too much. His flow is just off. You know what I mean? But that's kudos to him. It works for him, and he wins fights. He wins big fights. Could he win this fight? I could see him winning this fight. A lot of people forget about the Khamzat fight with Gilbert Burns. Gilbert had him in some bad situations, hurt him bad on the feet. Can Sean Strickland land? Yes. Is he gonna land? I don't know. Chimaev's wrestling is just on another level. We didn't really see nobody really test his. We did see people test his wrestling, but we didn't see people keep up with it. Khamzat, it is so hard to go against him. 15-0. Especially what he did to the last champion was just ridiculous, bro. That was just ridiculous what he did. Just a freaking performance. Just nothing. No answer. Are we gonna see that again? I don't know. I think Sean Strickland, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Being a fighter, looking at Sean Strickland through a fighter's eyes, it's just the way he moves is just so awkward. The way he does certain stuff is really awkward. And my thing is, Khamzat gonna get thrown off when he's in there, because then again, there's nobody by. But they were able to train with each other, so I can see. But we'll see what happens. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Sean Strickland. I do see Sean Strickland with a path to victory. Like every MMA fight, somebody has a path to victory and they can get it. Can he take that path? I'm not sure. I'm going to Khamzat. I think Khamzat goes in there, does his thing. Can Khamzat strike? We did see somebody striking. His wrestling, man, his striking to his wrestling, and when he gets you there, it seems like it's impossible to get up. Dude's an animal. You can't sleep on him. I think so. And still on this one, Khamzat should be fun. It might be another 5 rounds of the same thing going on of his last fight, but it's MMA, man. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's go over it, guys. Remember, guys, before we go over this pick, bless yourselves with my code at stake.us. Blessed 328. Get your guys little gift from us here at Stake to you guys. Let's go over our picks, guys. I'm going Jeremy. Might be a sleeper pick. We're going with Sean. I think Sean uses jiu-jitsu. Hopefully he uses jiu-jitsu. I'm going Acosta. Another sleeper pick. Yeah, and you got odds. That's great. We're going Taira here. Let's go. Give your hearts. Give your hearts, my friend. Give your heart. Go out there and fight your heart out, brother. And in main event, it's hard to go against the champion, bro. Chimaev just looked absolutely like a beast in his last couple fights, and it's hard to go against him, bro. And there you guys have it, guys. Another blessed breakdown brought to you by Stake. See you guys, man. Get you guys picks. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like button, share button. Let everybody know we're here, and let them know that Blessed Picks is around. Later.